So I'm back. You see that subscribe like button. I don't care what you do with it. I'd be honored and grateful if you subscribed and liked. But I know that what I'm talking about and what I'm trying to do is only for a very small percentage of the population, namely the outcasts and whatnot in life and in society. So my timeline was a bit screwed up. I'm sorry. I've been trying to take a crash course here for my lawsuit against my. I have future plans in order to take a. If you've been paying attention to my videos, you know who I have intention of suing and taking to court to. Now, I was gonna talk about the system. That's a little complicated, and I'm trying to work out the ins and outs of how to broach that subject. But I'd like to give a. I had a little bit of a hiccup, something that's been bothering me and whatnot. So I decided to bring this subject up a bit, and that's due to the fact that this site got a hold of me and started making me think. And stories from behind bars. Once again, that's stories from behind bars. Now, I make no bones about it that I'm an ex-criminal. I've been labeled a criminal enterprise. I spent roughly half of my life being a criminal, going in and out of the system. Ironically, I spent my whole entire life in the system, but I spent half of that in jail, I guess you can state. I'm not going to get into why I got in there or fucking the shit that I did to get in there. I'm not here to glorify or to justify or to defend my stupidity. So, I'm only here to give advice or to point you out or to give you, whatever. So, I'm an ex-convict. And I know some of you are out there, you're getting tired of the bullshit, but you don't know how to make a clean break. And that's the problem. You were young when you got involved in it, and it's all you know. I should know because that's the same system I'm having. And to this day, I still fight with myself innerly. Like when I get hungry, when I get poor, why I am poor. When I get down, like right down to it, where like I have to go to a food bank or whatnot, because all my money goes towards. So my extra funds go towards that, and it's hard because I used to be a criminal. You'll walk around, you see the scams you can do, and whatnot. And, you're trying to be a better person and whatnot. So you have to ignore that. So, as an outcast, you usually get involved in crime in order to survive. We're a breed within our own. People don't understand us. People don't take time to understand us or whatnot. It doesn't matter. Being an outcast and from society doesn't have a color. Just like I say, being poor doesn't have a color. It's just the way the dice rolls for you. And you come from a dysfunctional home. You come from a lot of abuse and whatnot. You get into that shit because fucking whatever. I'm not going to get into that. That's between you, yourself, and whatnot. You have to come to terms with that. And that's one of the first things you got to do is you got to come to terms that you fucked up, and you got to go about the ways on how unfucking yourself. Okay, so you need a game plan in order to get out. And I know there's some of us at young age that get fucked up and get involved with gangs and that bullshit. And let's just get this out. When you're into that shit, you need a clean break. You don't tell anybody what you're doing. You keep it all up in the air. Once you make your decision on how to make the clean break and get out, don't tell anybody, not even your mommy, Don't tell whatever. Don't fucking whatever. And you have to, you have to stick to your game plan. You got to fucking play the game. You got to play the game as you see it and whatnot. You know the game, that shit that's gonna come down. You gotta go lay down. You gotta, you have on one side, you got gangs that are gonna fucking snap and try to put you fucking out for leaving them because they think of some kind of bullshit, you owe them something. And then on the other side, you got cops that are willing to fucking fuck you, to use you, to exploit you, and put a fucking target on your back for the rest of your lives and turn you into a fucking snitch. And they say they can help you. We'll help you get out of the gang. But they don't. All they do is put a big ass target on your fucking back, and then they use the shit out of you. And they don't care if you fucking, what happens to you. So fucking, you're stuck in between the fire and the fucking frying pan. Don't trust any of them. It was easy for me because I never got into any gangs, because I always, through my 25 years of criminal history, I kind of seen that, the mob invented snitching, gangs perfected snitching. And when you're involved in a gang, you're giving your fucking hard-earned cash to some fucking clown that doesn't fucking deserve it. But that same fucking clown will snitch you out fucking faster than fucking, just like that. They'll drop your name in order to save themselves. And that's fucking, and then they think you owe them. Look at that fucking rainbow-haired fucking motherfucking goof. And remember, goof up here in Canada means that I'm calling this redhead, this rainbow-haired fucking goof rapper. I'm calling him a child fucker. That's what goof up here means. It's different lingual, but one of the worst things you can be called in life is a goof up here in jail. You go and call somebody a goof, somebody like me, they're gonna fucking shank you. They're gonna kick your teeth down your fucking throat, man. That's like being called a grinder. If you don't know what a grinder is, I'm gonna give you a crash course. A grinder is fucking somebody that fucks his buddy's girlfriend while he's fucking sitting in jail. It's fucking low. And then you got your typical snitch. You got your jailhouse snitches. You got your fucking snitches. None of that's cool to be known by. But yeah, cops will put you in that situation. They will make you compromise yourself, and they don't give a fuck what happens to you. They'll fucking get you to rat fucking everybody out, and then fucking when you get shanked and stabbed, they won't fucking feel shit for you. And it's the same thing with the gangs. They think they know you owe them and fucking this and that. That's bullshit. That's why I did all my fucking shit, fucking me, myself, and I, because you know who's gonna fucking snitch me out? It ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be myself. It ain't gonna be fucking I. So the story from behind bars got me thinking into fucking being an ex-convict. Now, when you get out to be an ex-convict, life is gonna get fucking tough. You don't have any friends. When you make a clean break, you gotta go somewhere where you're not known and fucking whatnot, and you gotta start all over again, man. That's just fucking it, You gotta fucking walk away from the game and just fucking walk into the sunset. It helps if you can fucking put the word out and that maybe a false death of yours or something, something like that. It's a lot easier. You see, the streets can be played. You just gotta know how to. And the streets are like fucking hens. They collect, and rumors are fucking getting. Rumors can fucking are like fucking wildfires. They can spread quickly if you know how to do it right. So when you make that clean break and you get the fuck out of fucking whatever, you know, whether it's a city and you're going off into a new city, into a new province or state or country or whatever, you have to make that clean break without anybody knowing it. You're gonna be on your own. There ain't gonna be nothing fucking, it's gonna be fucking tough. You're gonna have the situation where you see shit. But it's pointless to go to a new city and then start up fucking shit and then fucking have the system know where you are. Because here's the fucking one thing. 25 years I've been trying to fucking be a better person and get whatever. I came back to where I am now. And the cops won't fucking, sorry. The cops don't give a fuck about me or my fucking what I'm doing. All they give a fuck about is your past. And if you're somebody like me that was labeled a criminal enterprise, that's gone through the system, they think you're fucking NG and they don't give a fuck about your rights. They go look at my other videos on here. The April 21st bullshit. They came here for 2.5 hours with a standoff for me, trying to make up bullshit. They made up the August 17th animal abuse fucking bullshit where they fucking said, I beat my animals with cattle prods and bear spray. And then fucking when we fucking went to my pre-trial, because I fast-tracked my fucking trial because I know the system. I know how the system works. I know how to exploit it and use it and whatnot. So I fast-tracked my fucking pre-trial and everything. And then they refused to give the disclosure, and then they kept trying to set it off. And finally, 2 months after they fucking whatever, I finally got them to fucking cough up a disclosure. And the disclosure in itself fucking changed their charges from beating with bear spray and a cattle prod to I fucking turned into the Hulk and picked up my 80-pound dog and threw it 50 feet into a brick wall. Hence this. But since I have no money and everything, I have to learn how to be Matlock now. If you don't know who Matlock is, or Columbo, or fucking Perry Mason, Google that shit. So they'll fucking, if you come up in this system in your new city, they're gonna ride you, and they're gonna ride you hard. They're gonna fucking try to fucking pin shit on you. They're gonna try to fucking do whatever just to get you in the books, because cops are ignorant fucks, and we all know that. They don't, even if you're fucking out fucking clean for fucking 10 years, no charges, that's not gonna change their opinion of them. That's not going to change your opinion to a lot of people. But there are two groups that I know of that can help you out. That's natives, because they've been fucking screwed around. I'm native myself. I'm first generation. And ironically, the one group of people that I've been trying to help or trying to fucking push towards, like, convicts, and I think they go hand in hand, are military vets. You don't know the similarities between a military vet and a convict. We are both trained to do whatever. Them so much to fucking for fighting and whatnot. Us for surviving all this shit that's going on, the streets, jail. We both have our heads on swivels looking over our backs, because fucking when you're in jail, you have no friends, you have nothing, and fucking you gotta understand that fucking for fucking 24/7 for as much as time you're doing, if you take a rest or fucking take time off, either A, you're going to get shanked, or B, you're going to be ass raped. in war from a military vet, he has to stay on all the time too, or he gets fucking his brains blown out. He gets his fucking unit fucked up, and fucking people can die. So there's always that pressure on us. We're both fucking meant to fucking be told when to do something, how to do something, and whatnot. A lot of us get institutionalized and used to fucking that. And we can't get up fucking, it's hard for us to fucking get into fucking society. It's the same thing with military vets. Much harder for them though. Because they're trained to be a certain way. They're trained to be fucking whatever. They're trained to whatever. So when they get out in the fucking public and they're shit on by a bunch of fucking losers that don't fucking understand where they came from and whatnot, it's hard on them because they were trained to be fucking, soldiers. And as a soldier, you're thinking that, hey, I'm doing something, whatever, for the people, and then those same people that you are protecting their rights for, fighting for their rights, shit on you. It's just like a convict, but we don't have that training of fucking being a soldier. We have the training of fucking being a convict. We fucking know that people are gonna shit on us and whatever. And it doesn't whatever. So my point thinking is a convict can offer a soldier help, just like the soldier can help the convict, because we're both missing something. A soldier is disciplined, focused. He sees fucking bigger pictures. He can fucking whatever. A convict can show the soldier fucking how to overcome the PTSD, how to overcome that fucking initial fucking shit on by the public and by the people. He can help with the fucking withdrawing from that, getting out of the service and fucking whatnot. A convict can help him out with fucking, because I hear so much fucking, and I'm not going to say that I know anything about being a soldier. I'm a base brat, I guess you can say. I grew up on military and all around military fucking whatnot. It was the military people that abused me. It was the military that fucking whatever. It was myself that got myself in fucking crime and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit there. Many of my good friends, some of the best friends I've ever had were in military, and they really helped me out because they started fucking talking to them. I started seeing the similarities in between a soldier that went to war and a convict that's done a lot of time. And I fucking say that fucking, if there's any military vets out there, I'd like to hear from you, and convicts too. Because we are two demographics that are the same. We are motherfucking outcasts. And nobody's gonna have your back except the motherfucking another outcast. It might be a weird match, but I believe it's a match that's made. A soldier doesn't know how to survive the streets. He can survive fucking war, but he can't survive the streets. Because he doesn't know that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? A convict can't survive war. A convict can survive war, just not as good as a soldier. A convict can survive the streets because he knows the streets. A convict can fucking survive PTSD because he doesn't know what PTSD is. It's normal for him to get out of jail and say, okay, I'm out. Let's get on with life. Let's fucking whatever. Now, that's where a lot of convicts get fucked up. They get out and they fucking think, oh, fuck, I got to get back in. I got to get cash. They don't have the discipline. They don't have the focus. That's where a soldier comes in. And let's get this fucking understood. A soldier is not a cop. A soldier is as close as a convict and as fucking real as a fucking dude can be, just as long as they're not a fucking Nazi or one of those mega Trump supporter motherfuckers. But even still, there's also convicts that are fucking skinheads and whatever, and they still can help each other out. So I don't really care. But it's two groups that can help each other. If you can fucking, if a convict or a soldier can get in touch with each other, you can help each other out. If a convict and a native get together, same deal, because natives have been outcasted their whole lives and shit on and everything. So a native is, if you're a native convict or a native soldier, you're that much better off. But there's 22 fucking military vets fucking committing suicide fucking every day. There's fucking umpteenth amount of ex-convicts out there that don't commit suicide outright, but they do OD. They do get fucking caught up in their shit, and they do get shot and murdered, or, you know. So let's fucking, you know, we gotta help each other out as two groups. And I know it's kind of fucked up. I was gonna talk about being in the system and whatnot. But like I said, these dudes from Stories Behind Bars, fucking, they were like a little fucking brain tick that fucking, once I started reading about them and I went to their site, did a little research on what they're trying to do, kind of got in my head, and I started thinking about convicts and soldiers and whatnot and how to help out convicts. You younger generations of convicts, when you get out, you fucking don't make the same mistakes as I did. You know, if there's a soldier in jail that's sitting in there for some shit, man, reach out to that motherfucker, because he'll remember it. And if there's one group of people that'll remember what you did for him, it'll be a soldier, a military vet. And military vets, you have your pride and whatnot, and you don't think of whatever, but convicts, ex-convicts, not convicts, but ex-convicts can help you fucking with your life too. Especially when it comes down to the PTSD and all the anger and all that. And that's not saying that, you know, whatnot, but look around. What else do you got to lose? What do we as outcasts got to lose? Right?